And a very happy Victoria Day to all my Canadian brothers and sisters and non-gendered peoples out there. Desuigi at the desk, trying to figure out how to get his team to not Orix. Orixing in this case is used as a verb, which is equivalent to snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. If you'll remember, our first season, we had our game crash in the last game of the season, which prevented us from clinching a third place finish. In last season, which we just wrapped up on the weekend, we came one game short at the second to last game of the season. So now here we are in the off-season almost. For some reason, 2022 used the 2021 calendar, which means we still have the Japan series going on between the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters and the Hiroshima Toyo Carp, for the last two games at the Sapporo Dome. If I'm not mistaken, that would conclude the Sapporo Dome's existence, or as a use as a baseball field. Because there's a new stadium called S-Con Field in Kita, Hiroshima in Hokkaido that's expected to be, 2023. Okay, so I will change over the stadium for the Fighters during the off-season. But today is the draft. We got 264 eligible players. I've been taking a look at who's available, and I've got my sights set on two, both of whom have two-way potential. First off, there's Toshio Kimoto here, high schooler at a university junior, Meiji University, so Tokyo Big Six, pretty important. Like his movement, good 4-pitch mix, but that contact bat, and if it develops, that avoid Ks. He could be a solid left fielder, starting pitcher combo, and I'd love to see him develop as an Orix Buffalo. Like, never mind the Central League where batters or pitchers have to bat. He belongs to us. The failover is this fellow, Isamu Fukuda, who has a bit more of a power bat, but still decent contact. His third pitch is but his first three pitches are all solid. So he could find his way in as a starter, as a stopper, and again as a left fielder. So these are my two preferences. But if I have to choose, because we are going to try the NPB style draft again, and if it winds up that everyone picks the same player in the first round again, which is what happened last time, what I'll do is I will turn on advanced draftee signings, which hopefully should change the algorithms for who picks whom. Thanks for tagging along, FJ That Guy. So for those of you who are new to NPB and the first round draft, every team makes their selection simultaneously. They're then announced in reverse order of the standings, which the later rounds will be in. But if more than one player picks, or more than one team picks the same player, there's a lottery to determine who gets that player. Like a completely random lottery. Anyone who misses on their first round draft pick has to pick again in the first round, and that is also simultaneous. So you could have 2 or 3 first rounds. And that's what we're looking to do here. So I'm in commissioner mode right now. So I'm able to control each of the teams. I got the draft order up in Excel separately. So let's go to our draft board. And let's pretend to be the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles, who will be will have their selection announced first. Oh, wait, first. I'm going to stake my claim. I will be selecting Toshio Kimoto. And next time I do this, I swear, I have to make it so that it's 12 separate text boxes instead of one long one. There we go. So Toshio Kimoto is who I'm staking a claim as. Yeah, it is a little confusing, but if you go take a look on YouTube, I'm gonna see if I can find the 2018 NPB first year draft. it makes for very compelling television, and it also is an excellent way to stop tanking effectively, because no, even if you finish dead last, you may not win the guy you want out of the draft. You may be stuck with your second or your third choice. I'm still trying to hunt that down. Oh, well, first off, here's a video from Yaku Cosmopolitan explaining what the first year draft is, and that's got some clips there too. So, highly recommend Yaku Cosmopolitan and Gaijin Baseball for all your NPB needs. So, with the first announcement in the first year draft, Tohoku Dakuten Golden Eagles will select Okamura Koichiro. Big stuff guy, ground ball pitcher, 4 fantastic pitches already. That does not surprise me that they went with Okamura. The Bay Stars selection will be. See, this is the kind of thing I was worried about. So if the first 4, if we get to halfway through and it's all looking like it's Okamura who's being picked, I'm not going to bother. I'm going to switch to. Oh yeah, that's a fair point, FJ. That guy. There's an acronym, TINSTAP. There's no such thing as a pitching prospect, because their arms can blow out at any time. So if we switch to Seibu, then Seibu would select. Brother. It's happening again. All right, and if we go with Hanshin, okay, so I'm gonna crash the game intentionally, and we're gonna try this again. Apologies for the false start. This time, I'm going to be turning on advanced draftee signings, and hopefully, this will end up with people choosing, or the AI choosing different players based on signability. There won't be any compensation picks either, so if they miss for good. I'm going to reset the draft board. And if that doesn't work, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to a basic style draft. Oh no, you're a Mariners fan? No wonder you're tuning in to watch me. The Buffaloes are like the equivalent of the Seattle Mariners in NPB. Bad luck at the playoffs, haven't won a Japan series, constant second fiddle within the league. I feel like we're kindred spirits. Yep, still commish mode, so let's go to turn off major league deals. Okay. So with that in mind, let's see what Rakuten will pick now. Hopefully it's someone different. I'm still sticking with Kimoto. So Tohoku Dakuten will select Okamura. Oh, brother. All right, let's play this string out. Let's see what happens. All right, the Bay Stars Select. Buddha. Ay. See, I keep asking Out of the Park Development to actually add this feature in as like out of the box. So far, they haven't listened to me. Whoops. Yeah, they went with Okamura anyway. Okay. Once again, I have to crash the game, so we're not going to do the first round style draft anymore. I admit I have been defeated by the AI. Or lack thereof. So Kimoto and Tsunada are still our top two preferences. So I'm going to keep advanced draftee signings off. And hopefully we still get Kimoto. What I've still done, though, is I've kept the first and second rounds in the same order. So it's not exactly like the real NPB, but it also doesn't feel like I'm cheating and just getting the guy I want. So they're predicting we're going to get Hikuzo Kono, who would be a fantastic get, don't get me wrong. But we're stuck here in 5th. Yeah, you really do need to have like 8 starting pitchers in your team at all times if you don't want to be snookered by injuries. So, fingers crossed. Tokurakuchen Golden Eagles will select first overall pick Okamura Kojiro. The DNA Baystars will select with the second pick Kimoto Toshio. So there goes our preference. Well. The Lions now. Kikuzo Kono, so they took the guy I was hoping to get. Hanshin. Tigers. Toru Nishino, interesting choice. Decent outfielder. So, I've already got a filter on for like getting rid of bad personality types and issues with injuries. Do I go for the shutdown closer Kaoru Higashi, who also doesn't have a terrible bat? Or do I go with the guy I had my eye on originally, Isamu Fukuda? You know what? We're going to go with Fukuda. Yakult will take Imo Norihiro. That was a bit of a miss. Ate will take Ohata Taiki. I had my eye on him, just a power bat. 16 home runs in both of his first years in college. Yeah, actually, FJ, NPB still has that agreement that players can't leave unless they're posted by their team. So the MLB team has to pay a fee to get that player. After 8 or 9 seasons, though, they do have free agency and can sign with a major league team if they so choose. I had that happen to me earlier this sim. Taisuke Yamaoka here was posted and left to join the Cleveland Indians. Also who got posted were starting pitchers like Daichi Osada, who went to the Tigers. Ooh, torn elbow ligament. Okay, rest in peace. Anyways, where were we? Draft. All right, let's at least do this for the first round. Junichi. Kazuya Hashiguchi. Interesting choice. SoftBank. Ah. I was really hoping that Yamaguchi would fall to us. Very balanced bat potential. Yomiuri is going to take Horao Muto. Decent guy, but crummy personality. He'll fit right in on the Giants. Watanabe Masatoshi. Fragile. Ah, that's why I didn't see him. And the Carp will take Igarashi Magobei. Solid bat. Decent defense. I'd probably play him at second more than shortstop. Our reliever is still hanging around. Let's see if he... Wait a minute. He's got catcher skills? He's the Japanese double-duty Radcliffe. This is amazing. How did I not see that? Oh man, I hope he sticks around. He's still there. Okay. As much as I was tempted to get this Takahiro Yamasaki guy... No. It's gotta be Kaoru Higashi. That's awesome. I was hoping he'd fall to us. Well, he's durable. He's not terrible. He's not in that much of a rough shape. But with that stamina and those two pitches, this guy has stopper written all over him. And you know I'm going to play him as a two-way guy. Literal double-duty Radcliffe clone. I love it. So I've also highlighted some guys that I want to get, like Hyogo Kobayashi, who has decent defensive potential, especially in the outfield. Josei Kaneshiro here, who probably could do well in a right field role. Also wouldn't mind picking up Yoneo Kawai. Oh wait, not with that movement. Oy oy oy. Okay, that's a solid pick. May go with Fujieda here. Ah, drat. Alright, so it looks like... Who took the first baseman I wanted? The Swallows did. The pick after me. Okay. So, the draft order is serpentine after the second round, so I'm drafting 8th and 5th. I gotta think, who of these guys do I want to take? Knuckle Curve. Okay, that could be an interesting choice. Ryo Matsuda screams, I am a DH. It'd be a decent DH. Hyogo Kobayashi doesn't really impress me that much. Go to the personality. Everyone's unknown. It might be Shosei Kaneshiro, actually. I like his setup. Let's compare. I mean, Shosei's already got his bat working. You look like they're basically clones of each other. Shosei's also a better fielder. You know what? Let's go with Fujioka, and we'll see if Kaneshiro sticks around. Yes! He's still there. Alright, not gonna whiff on him. Okay. Round 5. Now, in the real NPB, the teams don't have to use all their draft picks. They can, and often do, just say, thanks, we're good, and just bail. Terrible bat. Love that infield range, though, for Hogino here. When in doubt, let's go to the fielding ratings. Weibin Oyama looks like my kind of a guy. As an outfielder. Who does the scouting director like? Catcher. He's a decent catcher, but no thanks. Wenbin Oyama. Welcome to the team. Yeah, all the catchers here are various degrees of crud, but let's go for one that at least has a decent catcher ability. Like Michinobu Uemura here. I didn't draft him last year, and I think I'm going to make up for that mistake this time. A lot of pitchers left in this. I feel like I should probably add another. I'll take this guy. Lefty Masanori Taguchi. Anything can happen. I feel like we're overloaded on pitchers at the moment. Ooh, this seems like my kind of a batter. Bit of a noodle arm. Or a bit of a noodle bat in terms of power. But a lot of gap power, a lot of contact. Then there's Narihide Ohashi. Seems very similar. Ah, that's why. He's 5 years older. And Moriwaki's a lefty bat. That I can get behind. Yeah, let's take Moriwaki here. Alright, 9th round. Yes, FJ. I do prefer defensive guys. Like my strategy is usually if you don't have 65 range at center, short, second, or catcher, what are you doing? And range, I mean catcher ability. So if you take a look at my current squad, my two catchers are Oscar Hernandez sitting at 60 and 55, and Kenya Wakatsuki at 60 and 75. And it's a good thing I don't count on them for offense because they don't have any. Alright, at this point I have to draft Hyogo Kobayashi. He's been sticking around so long. And our final selection. Funato Ogino as our defensive shortstop. So that finishes our draft. I mean, pitching-wise, we've got Isamu Fukuda can basically play right now. Yeah, let's use him as a two-way guy. I can't wait to see him get some games in. Also, that beard is luxurious. Then we got Kaoru Higashi. Let's make him a two-way player too. Why not? Why not? He's actually a pretty good batter as a catcher too. Agree, Jeff Mathis. You know, you're right there with Foolish Baseball, man. Jeff Mathis all the way. So, what are we going to watch this team turn into? Because we've got a whole bunch of FAs coming up. How many guys? 1, 2, 10 players are going to be leaving the organization, most of whom I'm comfortable promoting from within. I did give 2 years extension to... I did offer an extension to Akira Nakamura. If anything, he might be at a... Alright, he bats left, so... Great first baseman. I'd love to train him up at left to see if we can move Yoshida to DH. So, with the draft done, let's sim to the end of the playoffs. And then Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters win their first Japan series since 2016 in a rematch of that same 2016 Japan series over the Hiroshima Toyo Carp. With both Ota and Yoshida above 6 WAR, I'm honestly curious as to who's going to win the MVP. Hopefully it isn't Yanagita. But we will see. Ah, good old Null McCloskey. I got some people I need to hire. Just added Alexis Ramirez to our bullpen. Brandon Dixon. Yeah, I think he's ready to move on. Good as he's been. I mean, 480k isn't terrible, but I've got so many relievers coming up. Oh, Nishino wants to get posted. Happily, buddy. Mostly because I don't care about you. So the owner's not thrilled about how we've done. He wants to see us make the playoffs in the next 3 seasons. I think that's doable. Let's boost the ticket price by 10 cents. Keep the scouting budget where it is. Free up a little bit of budget for international spending. So normal, personable, or easygoing would be best. Let's go find a bench coach first. Hargraves looks like a good choice, but what are my options if they're... Yeah, all the Japanese guys look like they're eh. Jarvis Brown or Doug Piat? Something better than good for infield, outfield. Bolton, already employed. Yeah, let's give the role to Jarvis Brown. He's temperamental, but I don't think anyone on my team dislikes Okay. We do have some struggles with temperamental. Crud. So I gotta withdraw that offer. That was a mistake. How's Hargraves? Controlling. Anyone upset with controlling? Anai. Right, Dean Hartgraves. Let's see. We'll need to get some other folks. Manager. Yeah, I ticked him off. That's on me. Now let's go with Doug Piat here. Now we need a hitting coach. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about his personality once he gets called up to the bigs. And yeah, Carp and Reds do have a very similar logo. You're not the first person to notice that. Let's keep Spivey. Miners. Alright, I'm gonna fix this guy's name. That looks a little wrong. There we go. So that covers manager, hitting coach, and bench coach. Now I need a DM. Someone cheap. Yeah, let's go with Takeshi Nishimoto here. All right, that covers that off. Now the fun part. Trying to deal with all these free agents we got coming up. Oh, for Pete's sake, the guy I just signed needs an extension? Let's offer him a minor league one. That's what I get for signing people just before the free agency period. Alright, so the cheat I learned, not quite cheat, the trick I learned to arbitration, which is why I'm going to be zooming through all these, is that as long as you offer 95% plus $1 of what the arb estimate is, they'll go for it. It is really that simple. They don't need to sit around fiddling around with your calculator for anything. You'll also notice in NPB, this is something new they added for 22. It's for NPB and KBO. You can actually have arbitrations that go down in value. Like you'll notice Hiroshi Kaino is going to go down from 400 to 370. That's because in NPB and KBO, it's not really arbitration so much as your owner or manager will tell you how much you're making that next year. Take it or leave it. Yakucho, man, what am I going to do with you? Yeah, I don't blame you. You had a rough season last year. Iwasada. Hard to become bad, so I'm going to let him walk. I mean, he was even war for us last year. He's also a flyball pitcher. Not interested in extending. My goal is going to be trying to minimize how many people we have to pay based simply on their wins above replacement. Even though we've posted him, I'm quite content if Yuji Nishino leaves. Minus 0.7 war is not good enough. Yoshi Yamada, nope. Sachia Yamasaki, yes, you are getting an extension, my friend. Kazumasa Yoshida. You know what? 2 wins above replacement. But why would I have you when I can just get Brandon Dixon instead? Wakatsuki. What am I going to do with you? Ita Nakagawa's gone. We have too many guys all with like the same meh profile, and he's one of them. Yeah, I'll extend you, but buddy, your job's at risk now. Same with Shuhei Fukuda, like, you should be better than what you're doing. Whoops, not that much. Well, I know it's a bit of a niche market, but I'm the kind of guy who adores NPB. I've actually been to all 12 of their teams, all in one trip, all by train. I know I don't usually like to connect my 2 online personalities, but I will post a link to my travels there in the chat. Feel free to take a look at what I pulled off, and thank goodness I did that in 2019 and not trying to do it last year. Eesh. Yoda, despite the Noodle Bat, has earned an extension. Greedy little punk, isn't he? There's also a Discord server where I'm active on that has someone doing an NPB sim. Shout out to Sports Ghost for that. I like Nishiuda too much to let him go after 1 bad season. So he's getting an extension. Oh, he doesn't want to talk right now. So I'm going to look for foreign players well into free agency. All right. So far, coaches like the offers we've sent out. Got Doug Piat and Junior Spivey joining our minor league team. Dean Hartgraves joins our major league team. I don't want to overwork Hartgraves, so Taguchi's still going to be teaching infield, and Mane is going to be teaching running. And if I need to, I'll ditch Mane as our third base coach. I may actually swap Mane and Taguchi. I'm not sure who's better to have as a better in-game runner at first or at third. I'm probably going to switch them and see what happens. I can't flip them. Well, that's annoying. I mean, I did just extend So Taguchi, but he's on thin ice now. Kodai Senga may come up as a free agent. I'm shocked that SoftBank isn't going to try and extend him. He's one of the best pitchers in NPB. Old man Yohei. Flores. Asamura, not that big of a ratings guy anymore. Let's see who's out there already who has a catcher rating. Or captain. Vila, Anik, Browning, Catalan, Davis. Diaz doesn't have the catching ability to really make him valuable. Ihara still has not retired. Chris Oki. Okie dokie. Now Hernandez is still better than that. Ali Sanchez. 65-65. What do you want? Yeah, I'll do that deal. Yeah, we may not see Wakatsuki or Oscar Hernandez with this club anymore. "38-year-old Brandon Dixon will get one more season." As an Orix Buffalo. Buddy, assistant GMs ain't that competitive. Tachiya Yamasaki will be sticking around. So far, the only guy we're waiting on to hear back from is Hiroshi Kaino. There he is. Once he's back from injury, he's going to be an amazing addition to our bullpen. Look at this kid. Love it. Hey, we got a Gold Glover! Game, don't crash on me. So, Pacifically, Golden Gloves, Takata, Tonosaki, of course, Ogi, Genda. Genda's obvious. There's our man, Yuki Sato! Our first round draft pick last year. Batted 308, 354, 389. 8 triples. Led the league in hits. Almost a 100 OPS plus. And more importantly, a zone rating of 21.9. Not bad for a potential Rookie of the Year. Ali Sanchez likes our offer. Best 9 award winners. Ryo Ota gets the nod at second base. Although we are going to be moving him to third now. I feel like I need someone with better range up the middle. Asataka Yoshida getting the nod at left. Awesome. Yeah, if you want to know how the fighters are so good, they signed Yuli Gurriel and Hunter Renfro as free agents and promptly beat the snot out of us. Yuki Sato, a unanimous Rookie of the Year award. Hell to the yes. It is going to be a good time running the Buffaloes with Sato manning center field. Kodai Senga wins a contested and close Sawamura Award race. Still no contract from the ownership. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, our ace, finishes 4th. That makes sense. That was a tough run to go on. This guy got 5th, and he's not even in the bigs right now. So I'm going to be gunning for Yang Cheng Wang as a catcher. Yanagita wins MVP almost unanimously. Yoshida and Ota 3rd and 4th, though. Yuki Sato getting some cursory votes. Thank you very much there. So, we've still got Cho and Nishiuda. Iwasada's not happy with us right now. Extend Yoshida still? You know what? 1 year wouldn't hurt. He actually was a positive war for us. Kazumasa Yoshida is going to be sticking around. Now, let me see. Juarez is coming available. Austin, Flores, Asamura, Kayama, Adenkuri. Hopefully will be back from his torn labrum. I mean, the guy won the Sawamura Award for the Carp. Just was ineffective in 5 starts for Eagles. So I might trust a better report on him. There's Senga. There's Yang Cheng Wang. He's probably got a different name if he in Japan, like how Yi Cheng is actually known as Yakucho in Japan. Nope, that's his. He's referred to that name in NPB as well. Adenkuri's stuff has been dropped. Wang's probably that good though. Of course, once we get to free agency, I'll be able to see how we actually sit in terms of what our staff looks like. Unfortunately, I set myself a limit of only as many traits per year as our place in the conference or in the league. So I've already tapped out all 4 of my traits for this calendar year. I can't do any more until we get to next year. Before I forget... Oh, right, I have to do that during the preseason, so... So we got Yi Cheng and Nishiura taken care of. Let's head to the off-season center and see who got booted from their teams. Taya Inoue. Our ex-catcher, Todai Fushimi, got ARB declined. Wow. Man, if you can't cut it with the Tigers, what are you doing with your life? Got, Hatsumi Ryosuke. Why is he in right field? Not usually my type, though. He's missing some contact bat there. Keep an eye on him. Xiaomi heads to free agency. Another low contact guy. And none of the guys who were let go are anyone I'd really consider a true loss or someone I'd seek out. I love the back end of the bullpen with Krisky going into Iwazaki. That's going to be a solid get. Thad Ward looks like he's ready to start. That 5-pitch mix? Easily. The Fukuda is going to be starting in the minors then. Yen might be ready. Yeah, we're stockpiling good pitchers in the minors if you haven't noticed. The point of maybe we need to release some guys like Ishikawa Ayumu. I'm gonna have to figure out my minor league system on another day. Way too many guys down there. We're gonna get Kendai again as our new starting right fielder. Urabayashi as DH, that I can get behind. Hitosawa at second, I think, is an area where we can improve because that's a little noodly. So we've got the defense up the middle I like. Tatsumi is not a major loss or get. People are already signing, guys. Tigers and Eagles going after some minor league scrubs. I always like looking at the offseason summary to see who's good that left teams. $2 million for Kenta Ishida? No, thank you. Laura's had a fantastic season, but he's looking like he's casting his eyes elsewhere. Asamura was not that good last year. That's interesting. Romero had a fantastic year once he left the Buffaloes, naturally. Nakamura didn't like our contract offer? Whatever, you know what? I'm okay with that. Lord knows we've got our fair share of old guys who could stand to step aside for youngsters like Kurebayashi, like Kendai again. Can't wait to get that in the lineup. Our payroll's only 10th in NPB. We can definitely stand to goose it a little bit. I guess I've been playing with a low budget for too long. Who do we want to pick up on the free agency market then? How much money do we want to throw? Oh, okay. 16 million for Kodai Senga. Yeah, I'm going to contribute, give half my budget to one player. That makes sense. I'm just going to send an offer Yang Cheng Wang's way. I'm not expecting to get him. Mel Rojas Jr. after 2 fantastic seasons. 32 years old, though. It stinks to let Solarte and Nakamura go, but I don't have a place for Solarte, really. I need a better middle infielder more than anything else. If I look at fielding, I mean, we've got an offer out. Wait, did we actually get Ali Sanchez? We did. So let's do a swap of captains here. Oscar Hernandez down. Ali Sanchez up. I'm expecting big things from the 25-year-old. It's only 25. Wow. So we don't need a better catcher because we got Ali Sanchez. In terms of infielders, I am going to customize in. Could Orlando Arcia learn how to play second? $4 million. Normally I don't play with the big guys in terms of free agency, but I'm feeling like I can at least give it a shot here. Nishiura has defense written all over him, but noodle bat, no thank you. How much okay, hold on a moment, hold on. Also add in... Where is expected salary? Demand, there it is, okay. 19 million for Brandon Crawford. Only 1.9 million for Eric Gonzalez, though. Leader. Better bat, arguably, than the guy we've got, Hirosawa. Defensively, it's a wash. He wouldn't need that much training. Ooh, or do we go for Miguel Rojas? Ooh. Oh. Moment. Start up my next. I don't know, the country music feels appropriate for a Buffaloes team. Know what I mean? Marcus Semien wants a lot of money. Crawford wants a lot of money. Story. I'm kind of tempted to go for Miggy Rowe. Even though he doesn't know shortstop. Or even though he doesn't know second base. And there's Arcia, who also would be a decent option, but I feel like he's also maybe not the best choice at second. Salas. Rojas. Thus is the question. You know what? I'm going to go with Eric Gonzalez. His bat may not be as good as Miguel Rojas, but he's also not as expensive. Try him at $1.75 million for a year and see if he likes being a part of the team. Now, pitchers-wise. Justin Wilson as a two-way guy? A fly ball pitcher, though. Who are my foreign players right now, anyway? Yakucho's double nationality, same as Brandon Dixon. So I've got Thad Ward, Krisky, Kenma, also double. Ali Sanchez. If I get one more batter... Yeah, let's get one more pitcher in terms of free agents. Starter would be great. Or do I go with Justin Wilson? Rodriguez. Man, this is tough. I mean, there's no such thing as a bad one-year deal, but I also don't want to pick someone who would be a mistake. But let's go with Justin Wilson. Nothing else would be fun to have another two-way guy added to the roster. Eagles throwing money after weird choices. Why did I issue this guy a minor league deal? What does he look like as a starter, anyway? We've got better guys. Not gonna bother. I'm really curious where Kodai Senga is gonna end up. That has the potential to dramatically change the way SoftBank plays in this game. I mean, part of me's thinking, why not? Why not go for it? Takahito Okada heads to the Eagles. 1 year, $1.46 million deal, and we got compensation from him. Gotta love getting money for nothing. Bring Yudai Modi in on a minor league deal. Guy looks like he could use the help. Extra bullpen assistance. In Moriwaki. It is really tempting to go offer Kodai Senga a truckload of cash. But I'm willing to play the long game. Oh man, Guriel and Renfro stuck with the fighters? That's not good. Gonna get 230 grand and that's it. Gonzalez seems to be intrigued by joining our squad. Okay, I can get behind that. All quiet in terms of player acquisition so far. Ariel Martinez, catcher first baseman for the Bay Stars. Interesting. I gotta keep an eye on Mr. Senga. If we can get him, I think that moves us to be favorites in the Pacific League. But I'm not willing to pay that kind of money. Alright, Mori's interested. Waki's good. Azuma wants some extra dough. And it's going to pain me to skip all the way through the what's the word? winter meetings without making any trades. Aden Kudi for 2 years to the Hawks. Tsubasa Aizawa extended long-term with a Carp. Interesting move. So far, a lot of money being thrown around, none of it from me. Kendall Graveman goes to the Eagles instead of, or after his time with me. I'm not seeing Nakamura. I mean, Nakamura was valuable for us, but I just don't see him as someone we'd want to get. I am not comfortable offering you that much money. I'm really going to have to think long and hard as to whether or not to actually give that kind of money. Okay, we got Justin Wilson added to the team. Yudai Mori, 40-man, and then to the minors. Justin Wilson, 40-man roster, Major League Club. So we got Iwazaki, Wilson, and Krisky as our fantastic back end to this roster. And because I'm feeling frisky, Justin Wilson, two-way player. Catcher ability. I don't know where we'd put him if we were to make him a batter. You know what? As our primary setup guy, I need to think about whether or not we actually use him as a two-way guy. I mean, in the Pacific League, that means we lose our DH. Gonna be a tough call. That's gonna be fun. Old man Minoru Iwata to the Bay Stars. Yep, we got Yudai Mori. That's good. Eric Gonzalez is still thinking about it. Right, I forgot I let Nishino go. My bad. Fragile anyway, I wouldn't want him. At some point I gotta think about a trade instead. Genda's a pending free agent. Diono. What does Cebu want for Genda? Not giving you that. Nope, no way. I'm looking for a improvement up the middle. Alright, I gotta remember, I've got Eric Gonzalez coming. Peek into... He's also not fully trained up at third base yet, so he will get better. I'll move Hirosawa into a minor league role. That'll also tap out our major leaguers. Yeah, you're not getting 7 years, Asamura. I don't care how good you are. So I know I do have 4 trades available to me now, but I also just don't see any need to. Got McGough to the Eagles. And a quiet offseason in the league. Part of me wonders if we'll see some of the ticket prices on other guys start to come down. I think for the trades, I'm going to hold off and do some research outside the stream to see who I actually want to go get. There we go. Eric Gonzalez joins the Orix Buffaloes. I have no idea why putting him at second base always dumps his rating down, but we gotta do. And it's Shuhei Fukuda who will be promoted. Eric Gonzalez joins Major League roster. A few new faces now. I think for Justin Wilson, I'm gonna suggest he rides the pines. Shouldn't be our starting DH. That's still Kutabayashi's spot, but he is a pinch hitter option. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Okay. We'll still see Shoki Katsumata get some starts at first base, as well as third. Shoki had a great season last year, so I'm hoping for big things next. Chad Pinder gets a big one-year deal to go to the Dragons. Interesting move. It's always interesting to see who throws their money around. Zenga's still out there. Nice knee to the Giants. Stefan Romero back to the Eagles. Eagles suddenly got a lot better. That'll help massage the damage from losing Okay, you know what? Let's get crazy here. What's our competitive window right now? 5 seasons. This is the biggest deal I've given out in a modern out-of-the-park save. Yeah, let's drop all the numbers down by 1 million. I mean, you can't compete with what he's done. Of course, that just lost everything. So 8. Five. Yeah, you're not getting that much money from me, Senga. Worth a shot. Worth a shot. And this guy's really in... Alright, so you know what? Let's... give you 2 years. Wait, why are we competing over this guy who had a minus war? Let the Swallows have him. Besides, we've got Katsuki Azuma, who could be joining our minor league team. I think we're good on relievers. It's Senga that I'm after. Bungen, Ota, Sato, Ginji still with the club at first. Yoda. Hirosawa is our backup infielder, along with Kudobayashi. Ota and Nishiura as our backup infielders. Like, I think batter-wise, we're still pretty solid. Oh, that's fun. I'm getting attracted by spam folks. Lovely. I almost feel pleased that I was attracting some chat spam. So into the preseason, and I wonder if Kodai Senga is going to come back to us cap in hand with that deal. Alright, so preseason's in. Let's go fix the schedule. This could take a while. Why is it showing up as 146? Do I still have my Out of the Park Baseball 21 save? Oh, I do. When in doubt, retrieve it from your previous game. Let's try grabbing... here. 3. Okay, import from file. Maybe I need to save and come back in. Fixing the schedule is on my top of mind, so we don't have the season run all the way into November. I'd like to get to spring training in this point, and hopefully we'll see how things go. Been a quiet off-season. Very quiet. Oh, shoot. I still have to go hire a GM, don't I? Well then, let me get to that once we fix the schedule. I didn't want to have to do this, but it looks like I'll have to quit out of the park and restart it for that new schedule to be detected. Sit tight, folks. Alright, one more time. Why is it still... Oh. Why is it looking at the 21 schedules? That was weird. So now if I go to the schedule... Interleague, there's a regular All-Star break. Awesome. Okay, so... I don't know why it didn't look to Out of the Park 22, but our schedule has been regenerated. May 1 is a away game. So May 2nd will be when we retire Ichiro's number at long last. Whoa! That's a lot of money. Glad I wasn't in the bidding for him. Yancheng Wang goes to the Tigers for 2.8 million. I mean, that also means the Tigers are one of the most improved teams this offseason, but... Yeesh. I'm going to guess by the fact that he's not listed here that, yes, Azuma Katsuki was signed to a minor league deal. We have a bevy of pitchers here, and I love it. Anyone with red numbers down to the minors. Sucks that includes Yusuke Nomura, but it always helps to have extra bullpen guys. Thad Ward is a starter in the making. Kenma's been good. Takayasu moved out of the rotation. Questionable choice. See how that plays out. Especially since Azuma went 0 for 16 with the Bay Stars last year. Way too many dingers. Hopefully he plays better in the slightly more spacious park we have. Right, now... Fighters. Setting. Ballpark. I still have to import it, don't I? Oh well, I'll fix that offline. How much money did they give Renfro? Oh, he's ARB eligible, that's why. Senga's still out there. Nobody's gonna give you 14 million bucks, buddy. Condolences. You know, I'm glad that we've got the background music. I took the idea from Yukarin, so I have to tip my hat to her. Senga's still sitting out there. Jeffrey Marte goes back to the Tigers. Good for him. Rick Gardner going to the Tigers. Uh-oh. Man, it sucks to be Central Leaguers right now. Any other foreign player? I could look into getting. Tara, Wiley. None of these other guys look like they're worth the money either. So, we wait. We wait and see if Kodai Senga finally decides to talk to us. This is a risky move. Investing all that money in one pitcher. Yoshinobu Yamamoto could always use some extra hands on deck. All quiet. Wow, Yuki Nishi's ratings dropped like a stone. What happened to him? So we're still 11th in the league in payroll. SoftBank still tops. I mean, when you've got League MVP Yuki Yanagita. That's to be expected. But without Kodai Senga, that rotation looks... What's the word? Looks like it could be a little soft. Fighters still look like they're going to be dominant. Eagle's armed up in a big hurry. Where'd they get this guy from, anyway? This is going to be a year of growth for our pitching. Like, if Yakucho struggles again in the rotation, doubt, and we've got, like, multiple options, like Takayasu, who can contribute instead. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's get Takayasu into the rotation as at least one solid option. Put Yakucho on the block. Inch towards spring training. Senga's still out there. His asking price is coming down. Even at 5 million, or even at 12 million a year, not happening. Not gonna lie, I got a good feeling about this year. Urabayashi delivers on his promise. Eric Gonzalez does better than Hirosawa at short. I think we've got some opportunities to really make noise this year, especially with our Bleep U bullpen in Iwazaki, Wilson, and Kriske. Those three together are going to be studs. So, I think that'll about wrap it up. I'm going to have to look into my minor league system to see who's going to be joining the big club for spring training, to see who's going to be really playing a role going forward, and to be honest, that's stuff I can take care of offline. So, until Wednesday, enjoy your week. Thanks for tagging along. Be sure to follow, and I will see you on the flip side. Firage, take us out.